Hi, I'm Marquis McLean, and this is the Utah Golf Reround Show, brought to you by the Utah Section PGA. This week, we'll be taking you into the Fox Hollow Amateur and the Spanish Oaks Open. But first, let's take a look inside the BYU Cougar Classic at Riverside Country Club.
Cougar Classic, in my opinion, is a big part of Riverside. We've had involvement with BYU since the early 60s, and I've been here since 1986, but I mean, we've had a lot of wonderful young men and women come through here. I remember back, with the Mike Weirs and the Rick Gibsons and Dean Wilsons and Rick Fairs and Robert Myers and that group of young men that have come through. And, then you've had, Brent Franklin, Steve Schneider, all that group. It's big. We look forward to this event every single year. Remember Tiger playing here? He shot one round under par. I've got 2 of the 3 scorecards still that I've kept, and so that's been kind of fun. That's what golf is all about, is the traditions and the history. And we've had a lot of players that have played here both for BYU and against BYU that have gone on to PGA Tour careers. It's funner every week to watch golf when you can follow a Mike Weir and a Danny Summerhays and a Zach Blair.
We've had some guys get out there for a little while but not stay, and so it's really exciting for us to have Mike Weir, Daniel Summerhays, and Zach Blair playing out there and doing so well.
In the 2015 version of the BYU Cougar Classic, BYU senior Jordan Rogers made a 2-putt par on the second playoff hole at Riverside Country Club to defeat Utah State's Sequan Gian for medalist honors. It marked Rogers' first collegiate victory in what was the final tournament of his regular season college career. Nick Booth and Austin Bands were also in the hunt during the final round, but it was Gian that caught Rogers to force the playoff. On the second playoff hole, Gian's attempt to save par after hitting in the right bunker failed, and Rogers' routine par ended it all.
Get some
golf. Get some golf.
Get some golf.
Get some golf.
Get some golf this season with the Utah Section PGA's Golf Pass. Get 7 free rounds of golf and many 2-for-1 green fee discounts at over 70 golf courses throughout Utah. Available now at all Uinta golf stores or purchase online at utahpga.com.
Get some golf.
Tracy Zobel didn't just win the Spanish Oaks Open. His final round 9 under 63 was a slapdown and a statement that a working Utah PGA Section veteran in his 40s could dominate a field comprised of younger players and accomplished collegians. Zobel won by 2 shots over fellow professional Mark Owen and low amateur Brady Hughes, who finished at 7 under par. Matt Baird finished 3rd at 5 under, and tied for 4th place among professionals were Chris Moody and Steven Schneider at 3 under par, 139. Zobel, the longtime head professional at Gladstone Golf Course, made 7 birdies and 2 eagles during his final round. Behind low amateur Hughes was Dan Horner, and tied for 3rd in the amateur championship flight were Austin Bands and Tyler Minor at 3 under par.
Now it's time to play Spanish Oaks Golf Course, and here's head golf professional Ryan Rhees to tell you why.
I'm Ryan Rhees, and it's time to play Spanish Oaks. I've been here about 4.5 years now. Came down here from Eaglewood in North Salt Lake, and to me, my favorite thing about this course is it's fun to play as often as you can play it. I mean, we have a lot of guys who have season passes here who play here every single day. I try to get out as much as I can, but it's fun to play. The conditions are always a little bit different if you want to try to drive the green or lay up. It's in really good condition. Like most courses probably in the valley, It's a little bit dry this time of year. We've had a very dry spring and winter. I think what makes it most unique, kind of the same thing, are the drivable par 4s that we have here. We've got one, sometimes two on the front, number 5 if the tees are up, and number 9. And then on the back we have number 11 you can get close to. Number 13, 14, and 15 are all drivable holes if you want to take the risk. It's fairly short, but it's challenging. The par 5s are all reachable, but at the same time, if you get in the wrong spot, they can be difficult as well. So to me, the favorite things about the course are it's fun to play all the time, and it's challenging, but yet at the same time, there's a lot of birdies out there if you play well. So that's what I like best about it.
Hi, this is Judd, and this is the Uinta Golf Minute. I want to introduce to you today the R15 from TaylorMade. This is the hottest driver that we're selling right now. What makes this driver especially cool is the way you're able to work the ball. And what I mean by working the ball is you have 2 weights right here. If you take these weights and put them towards the heel, you're going to hit nice draws. If you take all the weight and put it towards the toe, you're going to hit fades, which I hit anyway, so I don't need that. That's why I have my weight down towards the heel. But what's really cool, for those of you that just struggle hitting it straight, one time you're right, one time you're left, you can actually take and move the weights, one on the heel, one out on the toe, and you're going to hit nice straight shots because it creates unbelievable moment of inertia. This driver's awesome. Have fun. Come see us at Uinta Golf. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Sunbrook Golf Course is one of the most popular courses in all of St. George, Utah. Let's get to know head golf professional Reed McArthur up close and personal in this segment of Pro Chat.
My earliest memory of golf has to be when Dixie Red Hills opened up in 1965, and I had the privilege of picking up range balls and working under Gene Snyder, and fell in love with the game. Number 3 of Dixie Red Hills, I hit a driver, and then I hit a 4-wood and knocked it in for a double eagle. That has to be the shot. That's probably the shot. It was an old Tommy Armour persimmon 4-wood that had a blonde streak in it, had cracked, wood fixed it, and I hit that, and it was just as pure as silk, and it went in the hole. And you know, my cousin John and I always had a great rivalry because we were both good players, and he had a goofy grip that nobody could ever figure out how he ever played as good as he did because of his grip, but he was such a competitor. And you knew if you could beat John, you could probably beat anybody. If I beat Scott Brandt, that was a big challenge, you know, because he's such a good player. Marlon Swiler was a guy I played in a match play against once and beat him in match play, and I thought I'd beaten the world. You know, that's what makes the friendships, I think, that have lasted so long, with me anyway, is that you can go and play, and when you're done, you shake hands and put your arm around each other and say, nice job, or good match, and it didn't matter who won it. You really rooted for everybody. It didn't seem like there were the animosity towards other players. It was always everybody rooted for everybody in this section. I think that's one of the neat things about Utah. One golf course I'd play the rest of my life. As much as I love Red Hills, it's got to be Sunbrook. I've been here since we opened, and I've tried to put my whole heart and soul into this place, and I love it. The special part about Sunbrook is that it's 27 completely different holes. You get to use all the clubs. No 2 holes are the same. The beauty is unbelievable. It's just special. It's in good shape. And we've got some gentlemen from Nebraska that have been coming for 20 years to play. And they say it's their favorite place to play. They love playing all over town, but they come here because it's fun. It's not so hard you can't play it. It's not so easy that it's not fun. I mean, it's a great challenge, and it's a lot of fun. Anybody can play it. Juniors and seniors and good players and people like me.
Go low with Golf Mesquite, Nevada. Championship golf courses, luxurious resorts, all at your fingertips. Customize your next golf vacation with golfmesquitenevada.com.
Robbie Fillmore's penchant for making birdies carried him to a 1-stroke victory over Dan Horner at the Fox Hollow Amateur. Fillmore had 14 birdies through the 36-hole tournament to post a 9-under par 135 and edge out Horner at 8 under. Horner was 9 under par on the par 5s during the event, but could not overtake Fillmore. Joe Parkinson finished 3rd 2 strokes back at 7 under par. The final round began with Fillmore holding a 2-shot lead over Horner and 4 over Parkinson. He got that lead to 3 shots before making a critical mistake on number 18. Battling a case of nerves, Fillmore hit his tee shot out of bounds on the final hole. With Horner and Parkinson both making eagles, Fillmore steadied himself and made a par for the win. Kelsey Chugg and Marie Bambo teamed up to win the UGA Women's Spring Open Championship by a comfortable 10 points over the runner-up team of Annette Giotti and Karen Kilpack. The tournament was played using a modified Stableford scoring system and was hosted by Sky Mountain and Bloomington Country Club. Chugg and Bambo combined for 82 points on the first day at Sky Mountain, while Giotti and Kilpack carded only 61 points. The second day was a reverse story, with Giotti and Kilpack posting the best score of the day. However, it wasn't enough to overcome the first round lead of the Chugg-Bambo team. Giotti and Kilpack scored 78 points at Bloomington, and Chugg and Bambo shot only 67, but still won comfortably.
Girls High School Golf has found its swing in Utah. Utah Section PGA Programs Director Annie Fisher is here with us to review why this high school competition is growing golf in Utah.
Girls High School Golf started in Utah 8 years ago with 2 state championships. Now there's roughly 300 region events, which are going to lead to 5 state championships. In the first year, about 500 girls were playing. Now in this 8th year, we've got around 1,000 girls playing across the state, leading to 500 being able to come to the state championships. Golf in Utah has grown because of Girls High School Golf. You see these driving ranges full of girls playing out on the golf course, and this may not have happened if the program hadn't started. I had a parent call me telling me about her daughter who joined the high school golf team, would never have been part of a team, part of a club, had it not been for girls golf in Utah. When the program first started, some of these girls were playing for their first time. Now, 8 years later, a lot of these girls are coming out and shooting even par golf and feeding into the college program.
Yeah, with the quality of the girls that are playing Utah High School Golf, it's allowed us to recruit more inside the state of Utah. The quality of recruits that are coming up the pipeline are really, really good and affording us the opportunity to recruit local and keep the talent here in Utah.
Oh man, I'm afraid to admit this, but I have a poster of Jordan under my bed just so that I can say I've slept with him.
I've already informed my husband that I would leave him for Freddy Couples. So I'm gonna stick with the old man.
Ooh, I love them both. Jordan won the Masters, but so didn't Freddy. I gotta pick one. It's a tough one. I'll take Jordan because he's hot right now.
Freddy Couples. Freddy Couples. Jordan Spieth's too young. He's like a grandson.
Jordan Spieth. Spieth or Freddy Couples? Freddy Couples, hands down.
Jordan Spieth, the new up and coming.
Jordan. Sorry. Oh. I'm just excited about Jordan right now. It's Freddy. It is tough, but I say Jordan. He's making me hyper right now.
You're younger than I am.
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta go Freddy.
Freddie. I had a big poster of Freddie when he was doing Bridgestone, and I put it under my bed so I could say that I slept with Freddie.
That's a toss-up. You gotta admire Fred Couples for everything he's done. I'll go with Jordan Spieth because we'll see him more on TV. How's that for a non-answer?
Thanks for joining us on our look inside Utah Golf. The Utah Golf Reround Show is brought to you right in your email by the Utah Section PGA. I'm Marquis McLean, and remember, just click play.